Hi everybody, I hope y'all are having a great day so far, and I hope y'all are ready to make some art today. My name is Miss Stock and I will be y'all's student teacher. I will be working with you and Miss Jones, and we'll be learning all of y'all's personalities and getting to know all of you. Now, before we get started on our portraits today, these are Express Yourself self-portraits. I'm going to give y'all a few facts about me so that y'all can get to know me, as I'll get to know y'all through y'all's art. I am from a small town called Lockhart, Texas. Y'all may have heard of it. It's not too far from San Marcos. My favorite color is purple, and I have an adorable cat named Jasper. Now, to get started on y'all's portraits, you will need a piece of paper and a reference to look at. I have a photo here, but you can also use a small handheld mirror so that you can see yourself as you draw. To start off, I'm going to look at my photo and kind of see relatively what shape I am. Now, to draw faces, just kind of a big old circle. So we're going to start with that. I like to keep my circle open at the bottom or at the top, and you'll see here in a moment why. But starting out, you'll want to take up a good bit of the paper, not draw an itty bitty little face. Then there's so much room and we can't see your beautiful portraits. Now, I'm gonna make a rough shape here, leaving the top open, kind of following the line that I'm seeing in the photo. Now it might seem a little odd, like, Miss Stock, why did you leave the top open? Then there's no head. Well, the reason I'm doing that is because you can see here on my photo that I have a little bit of hair that swoops down onto my forehead. And so that's why I left this open, so that I could draw my bangs in. If you don't have bangs, you can go ahead and fill in the top here, or a little wave. Just like that. Now I have a side part, so we're gonna meet up here at the side. And that'll be the top of the hairline. Now in this photo you can only see one of my ears, but it's okay. If you need to draw two ears, then you just kind of either make a C shape or kind of like a peanut shape right on the side of the head, kind of like this. Now, a little fun fact, did you know that your ears are as unique as the fingerprints on your hands? Each one is all different, and you can tell who a person is just by their ears. It's a little fun fact. But anyway, back to the portrait. Now, to draw like a neck on your head so that you are not a floating head. I know spooky season is here, but we are not the Headless Horseman. So I'm gonna give myself a neck. I'm not gonna draw the shoulders quite yet, but I'm gonna give my neck right here. Just kind of two little straight lines that start to come out at the end. Now, I'm not gonna put my shoulders in yet because I'm gonna be putting my clothes onto the portrait as well. But I am gonna make a little dot here and here, kind of mapping out where my shoulders are gonna go later. And now we can go back to the hairline. Got a little distracted there, whoops. It's my artist brain, sometimes it kind of goes off. Y'all know how it is. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the hair. Now my hair is very curly, so I'm gonna make it quite wide. So I'm gonna kind of go make it kind of a wavy pattern. Because even though my hair is curly, it kind of does a wave thing. and it's a little faster to draw than a bunch of little curly cues, which I might add in later just for fun if I'm feeling funky. Anyway, we got hair here. And now we can't have a blank face forever, so why don't we go ahead and draw in some eyeballs. Now to draw an eye, it's really easy. I know y'all are gonna want to make little circles, but let me show you a trick. What I like to do first is I like to draw in the top eyelid, kind of like a little curve, right? Almost like you would draw an eyebrow, but these would be just lower than where you would draw an eyebrow. Now, here's where you draw in that circle, but it's not quite a full circle, and you'll see what I mean here. If you look closely and you can see my eyes in this video, top of my eyelid kind of blocks the very tippy top of my pupil. And so we'll kind of do that here on the portrait as well. So we'll just go ahead and swoop, swoop, and we almost have an eyeball. We'll just kind of replicate the top eyelid and do another swoop under the eye for the bottom eyelid. Swoop and swoop. Those are the eyes. Now, I usually like to wear makeup. Not today, but you know, in my photo I am, so I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on just for funsies. Just a little cat eye right there. I think it looks cute, so I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna add some eyelashes too, because you know, it's just fun and that's how I choose to express myself, with makeup. So I'm gonna add some eyelashes, just kind of more little swoops. And that's the eyes almost done. But you can kind of see here, when light kind of comes in, you can kind of see it in the eye. So to add that little detail, I'm just going to put a tiny little circle in each eyeball so that you can see the light in your eyes. That's how you know someone's smiling. And so now that the eyes are basically done, I think I'm going to move on to some eyebrows. Now there are several ways to draw eyebrows. You can kind of do just a line, or kind of do a rectangular shape and then fill it in. But there's another option too. I'm going to show you that you can do a bunch of little lines to make your eyebrows. So you can kind of get like the little hairs in. So you kind of just start above the eye, and if it helps, you can also draw little dots just about where your eyebrows are to help give you a little guide. Do that right now. And then you can go in and do some little lines. Kind of similar to the swoop shape, but they're kind of a little faster, like a dash. And just like that, I gave myself some very fluffy eyebrows, which are a little exaggerated, but I like them. They're fun. Portrait. I think next I'm going to do my little nose, or I guess not so little, but there are several ways to draw noses. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it kind of like what we've been doing, keeping with the circle theme. I'm going to start off kind of like a little happy face. But as you can see, there's like a little line that kind of goes here. I think I'm going to include that on one side. So it's kind of like a little fish hook. That's one way to draw a nose. And then noses have nostrils so you can breathe, so I'm going to add a little oval here and here. Now we can do the outside of the nostrils too. kind of like a little C shape. And that's one way to do nostrils. There are many different ways. You can do kind of like a little triangle shape, or a little nub nose, which is really cute. Even do little dot nostrils, and the options are endless. Let's move on to the mouth. Now, mouths can be kind of hard. I know I always struggle with drawing mouths. They're very hard to do, but here's a way to do it that's really easy. Starting off, now I want to have a smiling face because I'm going to be friendly, so we'll start off with a big old Texas smile. Just like that. Another little swoop. And now we're kind of going to do like a little M shape, kind of like right here. A little cupid's bow is what that's called. I'm going to start off with another tiny little swoop. Just like that. And now the top parts of these swoops I'm going to meet up to the side of the mouth. Kind of like that. Now for the bottom lip, guess what? It's another swoop. So we're just going to go in here. Finish this mouth off with that swoop. Now we're almost done. Yay! And now it's for the really fun part, of what I think is the really fun part. Is I'm going to add clothes and accessories. Because that's another way we can express ourselves in our self-portrait, is fashion. Now I like to wear like these kind of button-down shirts, so I'm going to draw one of those on my portrait here. I'm just kind of going to start off drawing the neckline, which is kind of a round shape. And then straight down with some little buttons. Now you see I haven't done the shoulders yet, and that's because much like the hair where it comes above your hairline, your clothing kind of sits just a little bit above where your shoulders would be. So I'm going to extend my neck up a little bit and then draw my shoulders to give the illusion that my portrait is wearing clothing. And to finish it off, I'm going to add the little lapels of my shirt, which is kind of little triangle rectangles. Rhombus? Not sure on that shape. Let me know if y'all know what that shape is called. And with that, we're just about done, but I think I want to add some more fun accessories. I'm gonna add my big old earrings because I just like to wear big earrings, so I'm just gonna draw some on real quick. I'm gonna make them a little different than the ones I'm wearing. Maybe I'll do a little teardrop shape. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. Now my shirt has a lot of patterns, so I think real quick I'll just add some squiggles. Rhymes with wiggles, which I like to do on occasion. You know, you get a little restless sitting down, and so you just kind of want to wiggle about a little bit, get all that energy out. And with that, I think it's done. Now I look forward to seeing all of y'all's portraits, and I hope y'all had fun today with today's lesson, and I look forward to seeing all of y'all soon. Bye!